Hey, good morning. Good morning. Well, it might be afternoon for some of you on the East Coast. I think it's like 1 o'clock on the East Coast. It's right now. It's 10 o'clock here in the morning in Las Vegas, and I'm super excited to be able to share some information with you guys today. Let me go ahead and mute out my phone here. We are live as I'm actually broadcasting on actually several platforms. We're broadcasting on Facebook, we're broadcasting on YouTube, and need to get the word out about this opportunity that I'm going to share with you guys today. Who am I? My name is Stephen Rachel. Someone, either myself or someone in our group, invited you to take a look at some information, and you landed here. And what I'm going to do today in this video is give you some insight and from my perspective, and maybe you see it just like how I saw it just several weeks ago, back on New Year's Eve. A friend of mine shared some information with me, and it literally just kind of blew me away. Wasn't looking for anything like a lot of you. Me and my wife, we had plans to do some different things for 2025. We've been entrepreneurs now for full-time entrepreneurs now since 2012. What is that, like 13, 14 years, something like that? So we've been pretty busy. We've had some success marketing online and affiliate marketing, network marketing, coaching, creating systems. And that's pretty much, where we really have our expertise is mostly, marketing, internet marketing, creating systems and videos and all that. I love YouTube as well. And with that, we've been a part of some things that have allowed us to stay self-employed. And what I'm going to do tonight is share something with you guys that got me pretty excited. We didn't plan on doing anything like this for 2025, but when I saw this information, it just made sense. I mean, it just made sense. I wasn't looking for it, and I'll break all that down here shortly. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to kind of run through this pretty quickly because I just want you to see the information, and I'll come back and give you a little bit more perspective. And let's just jump right into it. So we saw something, guys. Me and my wife, and again, like I said before, I wasn't looking for this. It's just kind of landed in my lap, and let me just kind of give you a little context here. Having a lot of success and meeting a lot of people online, people hit me up with all kind of opportunities on a daily basis. I am not kidding. I mean that, like, for real, for real. Like every day, Steve, check this out. Steve, dude, you got to see this. Steve, man, have you seen this thing? Like every day. Okay. Over the last maybe couple years, I haven't done anything in the network marketing space, mostly just doing things that I kind of talked about before. But I say no to a lot of things. Okay. A lot of things. And here recently, I've been saying no to everything because I haven't seen anything very interesting, if you will, until I got this call from a friend of mine named Isaac. And what he shared with me, he showed me something that I literally could not unsee. Let me run through this here real quick. So we changed everything that we had planned for 2025. We were on a different path, and for 2025, and like on doing things on our YouTube channel and all that, which we're going to do as well. But this was just too big to pass up. It's too big to pass up. And being an entrepreneur for a long time, you don't see these type of you don't see these types of opportunities that come by day to day. And so we had to make some changes. So we're focusing on this. If you can catch something early enough, it can definitely change your life. If you can find a product-based opportunity early enough and it works, you can create a long-term residual income. Keyword, residual income. You just get paid every month after month, week after week, whatever. You just over and over and over again. And that's really what we've been really wanting to focus on for 2025. So it can allow us to create some capital to do some different things that we want to do, build our YouTube channels, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Some other different projects that we've got, in line as well. And you may be thinking the same thing. So let me kind of break it down a little bit more. So recently, this new product was shared with us, and we thought, if this works, if this is real, this is like $1 billion company with one product. I saw this product, and it literally, I had never seen anything like that before. I had never seen anything like that before in this industry. I had never seen anything like that. This company actually has more than just one product. They got multiple products, but they got one product here that is just truly amazing. Truly amazing. This product is changing lives. The name of the product is called Fix. Okay, perfect name. I love the branding of this product. I mean, it's pretty cool. Let me kind of break it down a little bit more. Fix the ingredient. This is a health and wellness product. But listen to me. Check this out. This product is really interesting. It comes from the hops plant. A lot of you are familiar with hops. I'm going to show you something here on the next slide. The hops flower extract is what makes this product super special. Okay, extract is a particular liquid that comes from the hops flower through a very, very complicated and precise process to extract it. Now, hops are used to flavor beer. Some of you say, oh, yeah, that's right. It's used to flavor alcohol and stuff like that. Yeah, so flavor beer mainly and preserved beer. So we've seen the commercials and stuff on TV. Now, the company that actually produces this Fix product, I'm going to share with you what it does, so hang tight. They actually have a patent pending on the process of the extraction process to get this very, very key ingredient from the hops flower called mature hops extract, or MHE3 to be more precise. Now, here's the thing. It comes in a little blue pack like this. You saw let me make this a little bigger so you can see. So it comes in a little pack like this. There's a little liquid in this little pouch here. And basically you can actually just squeeze it or bend it and squeeze, and then the liquid actually squirts right out into whatever you're drinking. Let me kind of show you what I mean here. So this extract can go into anything: orange juice, coffee. It can go into tea. It can go into soda. It can go into water. It can go into whatever you're drinking, even alcoholic beverages. I mean, it does not matter what the liquid is. You can actually squirt it into any type of drink. Now, check out what it does. I know that's what some of you are thinking. Well, what does it do? Watch this. The mature hops extract is, better known MHE3, right, is a revolutionary patent pending process that is derived from the hops flower, which I just shared. It promotes natural fat burning by activating brown adipose tissue, which increases the body's thermogenic response. Now, I know a lot of people don't know what that means. Let me kind of break it down real quick. Here's the Clip Note version. A lot of athletes, they get into the cold baths or whatever to recover, and it helps their immune systems. It just helps, right? Well, what they're activating is thermogenesis, right? And not only does it help them to recover, it burns calories and all that stuff, right? Because you're shaking and everything is trying to create heat, so it's burning calories. What this actually does, it actually duplicates that same process inside your body, but without all the shakes and the cold water and weather, right? That normally you have to do to be able to put your body in a state of thermogenesis. So really, really interesting, okay? And this has been around for a long time. It used to be very, very expensive to actually extract, or the extraction process to get this MHE3, liquid inside, the ingredient inside of it. Used to be very, very, very expensive. And here recently, they've been able to actually make it affordable enough for the masses. So it's the reason why, even since it's been out since the 50s, it's never been really marketed in the masses, because they were just so expensive to even bring out. Now, and I'll touch on that a little bit later here in a moment. So again, the interesting thing about this, it's colorless, it's tasteless, it's odorless, and it's easy. You just put it into any drink, and it's going to help you to trim those inches. Here's another graphic. So Fix attacks the visceral fat around your midsection. Okay, so the visceral fat around your midsection. I've been an entrepreneur for a long time, and I've always been a thin guy, but of course I've kind of gained some over the years, mostly around the love handles or whatever. As we kind of get older, I think we all a lot of us know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, here's the interesting thing. I can actually burn calories just by putting this into my drink, which I normally do. Like, I got up this morning, had some breakfast, and I put it into my orange juice and drunk it, and that was it. Now I'm burning up to 400 calories per hour for 9 hours with just this. And it also comes in a tincture bottle. I typically use this when I'm at home here, because these are great when you're at home. You could just, a few drops in whatever you're drinking, water, juice, soda, doesn't matter what it is, right? And or if you're on the go, this can fit actually in your purse, it can fit in your wallet or whatever. Easy, very, very easy to actually to consume. That's what interested me. That's when I first saw it. I was like, wow, that's kind of cool. Now, it even gets better. So if you look at it here, you can actually Google visceral fat. So what this actually does, it eliminates the visceral fat inside our bodies. Visceral fat, that's that nasty stuff. That's that stuff that causes all kinds of problems. That's that stuff that causes diabetes, cancer. I mean, arthritis. It's that fat that's it behind our abdominal wall, not the kind that you can squeeze on your belly. That's subcutaneous fat. I'm talking about the visceral fat that's around your organs, your lungs, your heart, your liver, your intestines, and it excretes all these toxins in your body. That's why a lot of people have a lot of issues. Well, if you can eliminate visceral fat from your body, it can definitely make a huge difference in your overall health, like big time, right? If you got diabetes, you reverse your visceral fat. It can definitely help with your high blood pressure and all that stuff. A lot of that stuff is because of the visceral fat. It causes inflammation. I hate sometimes when I would eat something and you feel all bloated, right after eating it. I'm like, or drinking certain things. It just like, why am I just, that's part of that visceral fat, throwing all these toxins in your body and just making your stomach just swell up. Well, this can help to eliminate that. And that's why, they get perfect name, Fix. It's going to fix your belly. That's the best thing. I love the brand of this particular program and this opportunity. And again, like I said, Fix burns 400 calories an hour for up to 9 hours. Again, take one in the morning when you get up, like I did this morning. And before I go to bed tonight, I'll take another one with whatever I'm drinking, water, juice, whatever, soda, whatever. It doesn't matter. Water, tea, coffee, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're drinking. And again, it's super, super easy to consume. Now, a little bit more. Here, let me pause this real quick. Let me come back. Hold on. I want to give you a little bit more insight on what visceral fat. Here's a 2-minute clip from a show. Anybody remember that show called The Doctors? It used to come on one of those networks or whatever. And they would always talk about different things that we can do to make our bodies healthier or how to eliminate certain things. Well, they did a segment, and this is just a short clip of that segment, where they were talking about visceral fat. And when I watched that clip, I was like, that's probably why some of the issues I'm having now is probably because all this visceral fat. I can see it's not as flat as it used to be when I was in my 20s. And certain things, like every week is always something aching or something, whatever. A lot of it comes from the visceral fat, from the foods and, of course, the things that we eat. But check this out. It's really interesting on what he was talking about when it comes to visceral fat and how this product Fix can definitely fix that issue. Check this out.
A lean belly leads to a healthier, longer life. So when we measure around our waist, we're really measuring this gelatin fat. You see how closely packed together the organs are here? You need that amount of fat. That's healthy. But over here, this is unfortunately what a lot of us are dealing with. All that excess fat surrounding your organs. Your organs are separated by basically this toxic goop. I call it an alien invader. And I want to talk to everyone a little bit about what's happening inside your abdomen and why having a lean belly is such a key to good health. So you're walking around with too much abdominal fat. This fat you're looking at is visceral fat. It doesn't just sit there. It truly is toxic goop encircling all of your organs. It's increasing inflammation. It actually secretes chemicals that increase inflammation throughout your body. But it also affects your cardiovascular system. It increases over time your blood pressure, amongst other things. And as all these parameters are changing, your abdomen, that visceral belly fat, is doing other things. It's increasing production of something called interleukin-6. This chemical further increases inflammation throughout your body. And as this happens, something else really interesting is occurring. Your metabolism is being governed by this excess body fat. Adiponectin is affected. And what does it do when you don't have enough of it? It tells you to store more belly fat. So it's a vicious cycle to poor health. Your liver is overwhelmed with cholesterol. Well, what does that lead to? Plaque buildup in your arteries. And when you get plaque buildup, what happens next? Oftentimes, I see you in the ER, fatal heart attack, and everyone always says, what could I have done differently? Well, the answer is right here now, you've got to target excess belly fat. Belly fat leads to heart disease, cancer, stroke, arthritis, type 2 diabetes, even sexual dysfunction. And I don't want everyone to have to deal with that. Well, what happens if you actually get rid of belly fat and develop a leaner belly? You know what? Studies show you'll actually be smarter. You'll sleep better. Sounds good to me. You'll have a healthier heart. Better sex. They look pretty happy, don't they? Even more money. Less money spent on medical bills, more money to travel the world. Sounds pretty good, right?
You know, and it actually does sound pretty good if, you know, of course, if you can get rid of a lot of that belly fat. And that's the cause of a lot of issues. So not only when I first saw a lot of this information, I was like, well, hey, I can use a product for sure. So, and I got a little bit more I'm going to talk about when it comes to that. But let me show you how easy
So I just
it
took
is
my
to
walk.
actually use this. Hold on, I'm going too fast here. Let me show you how easy it is to actually use this product. And let me just show you here really quick. Check this out. This is a short clip. It's like a minute and a half.
So I just took my water here, right? So I just got a glass of water, right? Just a glass of water. And what I'm going to do, I'm actually just going to take the little packet right here, right? And remember, it comes in two different forms. So I mainly will use this at home, right? You just a tincture right here. But what's pretty cool is that you got something on the go that's real. See how thin that is, right? So it just fits right in your purse or wallet or whatever, right? So you can do it whatever. So what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to see if I can do this on camera here. All right. And I'm just going to take the packet, and you can see here on the white side, you just put that into your glass here, and then you just squeeze it. See that? And the hops flower extract just goes right into your drink, right? Juice, water. I just got some water here. Gatorade, Coke, tea, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever. And you just drink it. You know what's it? No color, no taste, no odor. So it doesn't change the taste of your drink. And so this is easy for me. Okay? Let me just say that. This is easy for me. I can do this.
Now, when I first saw that, and even when I did it the first time, I was like, I think when we first tried the product, I was like, this is it? This is all you got to do? This is it? I don't have to do anything. I don't have to boil anything. I don't have to like shake anything up, or you know how you stir something up. I don't have to boil it. I don't have to whatever. All these different ways. A lot of things out here actually work, but this by far is probably the easiest fat burning product that I've ever seen that you can consume. I mean, there's a lot of products out here that work, but what caught my attention, not only does this work, it's not about weight, it's about fat. That's what you need to do, is to eliminate the fat. If we can eliminate the fat, the visceral fat, not just the regular subcutaneous fat, the fat that you can just squeeze on your belly or whatever, around your love handle. That's outside of your abdominal wall. I'm talking about that fat that's in your body. That's what's causing all these issues in a lot of people's bodies, is that visceral fat. And it just sounds dangerous, right? And that's really what this product really attacks. So let's move on. Now, here's an example of, there's a Facebook group that when I first saw this earlier this month, and that group at that time, it had about maybe 3,500 people. Now it's over 7,000 members in this group in the last 3 weeks. So it's crazy. This thing is just blowing up. I mean, just because the product works. You can see here 42 days, 2 weeks. You can see the difference in the bloating. 30 days, 35 days, 5 weeks, 2 weeks. Everybody here's seen the before and afters for all kind of products. The key thing here is it's actually eliminating visceral fat, okay? Which is that's the fat that you want to get rid of. And because of you're doing that, you're gonna look better, feel better, and you're gonna lose weight. Now, the interesting thing too is easy to use. It wasn't hard to take. So they're just putting it into their drink in the one in the morning, and then one, of course, at night. Whether they're just doing one of the snaps, that's what we call them, little snaps, or they're just using a few drops out of the little tincture, bottles here, the little dropper bottles, right? So you can actually check out this group when you get a chance to. I'll make it a little bit bigger. It's called Fix Your Future. It's on Facebook. Just type in Fix Your Future. When I did this little screenshot, it was like 4,000 members when I did this screenshot. Maybe like, I don't know, maybe a week later. Now it's well over 7,000 right now. So you'll know that's the correct group. So I don't know when you're watching this video, the replay, it could be 10,000 people in the group by the time you're watching this. I know I'm live now, but a lot of people are going to watch this replay. But this is how it looks. And just join the group. It's free. It's not, nobody's going to sell you anything or anything. It's just a whole bunch of people, hundreds and hundreds of testimonials of people using this product. Okay. It's just a Facebook group of people using the product from all over the world, not just here in the US, but globally, that are using Fix, and they're sharing their testimony of slimming those inches from their waist and having better blood pressure and having better sleep. And I mean, the list goes on and on and on. I have to make a slide with just, matter of fact, I did some screenshots yesterday. Actually, I'm gonna put them here in my slide, maybe on the next presentation. But guys, this thing is blowing up and it's viral. So the product is going viral. I would say mainly one, because it works. I mean, it definitely works. But I think what is really making it very interesting is that it's super easy to take. And it doesn't smell like anything. It doesn't taste like anything. It's not going to change your drink flavor or anything like that. Even if it's water, your water's still going to taste like water, which is nothing. But what it's going to be doing, burning 400 calories an hour. So if you're doing that one in the morning and one in the evening, you're 18 hours of calorie burn, all because you're just drinking without any exercise, right? So you'll be burning calories even when you're not even exercising. So it's pretty amazing, pretty amazing. I've never seen anything like that before. The name of the company is called MPG. Well, we call it MPG for short. It stands for Marketplace Global. Is the name of the company that produces the Fix product. They've been around for 20 years. Packaging and manufacturing products for other companies in the network marketing space. So they've been doing this for a long time, and they got some pretty cool stuff that they create. They've got a lot of different products. But about 2 years ago, a little over 2.5 years ago, they decided to create their own network marketing arm of their business. They've been creating products and packaging products for other network marketing companies in the space for years and for 2 decades. And they said, hey, you know what? We can do this. We can do this as well. We can maybe even do it better because we actually make all the products, right? So 2.5 years ago, they decided to create a network marketing division of the company. So for about 18 months, things are, they had some great products and everything. They were able to bring, build a sales force of independent reps, around the globe. But what's interesting, it's still kind of slow. They didn't really have like a flagship type of product, like a product that's like, hey, that's the company that has this. They had some great products, but nothing that was like, hey, this is our flagship product. This is what we're all about. And so, they had some very, they didn't have a lot of major growth in the company, but that all changed last year, April of 2024, when they introduced the Fix product. It changed everything. They still got some great products, but again, nothing that was like, oh yeah, but this changed everything. Now, just boom. People's incomes increased. If you look here, many reps are experiencing hyper growth in earnings, all because of Fix, because of the product. Think about it. Who wouldn't want to take a product that all you got to do, who wouldn't want to take a product to help them to slim down, get healthier, eliminate a lot of that visceral fat, and all they got to do is just squirt it into whatever they're drinking once in the morning and once at night. Doesn't taste like anything, doesn't smell like anything. It's odorless, it's colorless, and it doesn't change the composition of whatever you're drinking. And you just do that once in the morning and once in the night. You're going to drink something. Like, again, I had breakfast this morning. I had some orange juice. And guess what? I just squirted it right into my orange juice, and that I just kept it moving. It didn't interfere with anything. A lot of times we have to conform to whatever the product is, right? We got to change something. Here, I didn't have to change anything. I just, a couple drops, boom, done. Still drinking. I was going to drink it anyway. I'm going to drink my juice anyway. Well, at night before I go to bed, I'm going to drink something or whatever. You know how you get something to drink and, later in the night before you go to bed or whatever. Same thing. So I'm going to do it anyway. So it's not changing anything. And I didn't have to prepare anything. So I'm like, you know what? I think we got a winner here. And you know what? We do. Check it out. So there's one rep in particular that I got a chance to meet here recently. He actually lives here in Las Vegas. Actually, his name is Terry, and he got involved with with MPG with this Fix opportunity. Well, at that time, Fix wasn't even around, but he got involved with the company, and he was able to make about $800 to $1,000 a month in residual income with the existing product line that the company launched with, right? So, and they came out with a few products and a few other different products or whatever. So, he was able to make some money and everything. And he not, I'm just speaking to him because I know him, I met him. So, but what's interesting is, he's making about $800 to $1,000 a month. But when Fixed launched last April, everything changed. He went from just making about, $800 to $1,000, a month to right now, 30 to 40,000 a week. Okay, all because of the Fixed product. Okay, all because of that. Literally, obviously changed his life for sure. And it's really interesting. And I've got a clip. We got a chance. I'm gonna kind of give you a little insight about this. Matter of fact, let me come back. So when me and my wife got exposed, so again, my friend called me up on New Year's Eve. I'm out and about, driving, picking up a few things, running a few errands, because we're just gonna get ready for just a chill, relaxing, New Year's Eve at home, right? Watch some movies, and all that kind of stuff. Just me and the wife. And I get the call. My friend Isaac gives me a call and say, "Hey, bro, I got something you need to check out." I told him, I'm like, "Man, I'm really not interested at the moment because we're just going to be focusing on our YouTube stuff and everything and some other things that we got, some other projects, some other creative products that me and my wife are working on for 2025. He said, "Hey, but I'm telling you, bro, you need to check it out." So I'm like, well, because I know him, I've been knowing Isaac for 20 plus years, actually. We've worked together on other projects and stuff. Actually, we've always made money too. And every time we work with them. And so because of our relationship, and remember, like I said earlier, I get hit up every day. But because of our relationship, I said, well, okay, well, I'm out and about. He said, I'm getting ready. He told me he was getting ready to do a Zoom in about 10 minutes, and I need to get on. He's going to break everything down. Because I was like, well, tell me what it is, and what is it? He was like, well, I'm getting ready to do a Zoom. Just hop on. So I just pulled over into this little shopping center over here in Vegas, and just pulled and just watched the Zoom right on this phone right here, right on this phone. And so I pulled it up. And I was just only going to really just do it for about maybe 10 or 15 minutes, just watch it, because I could pretty much figure out if it's something I'm going to be interested in or not in about 10 or 15 minutes, if that, right? So, but I could be like, hey, I did get on, bro. It's not for me, man. Thanks for sharing. I got to get back to the house, right? I'll probably talk to him later that night. But I literally watched the whole webinar. It was like 45, 50 minutes, okay? So I watched the whole thing. That's what got my attention. I'm like, this is actually pretty cool. So I get home. I didn't tell my wife because we already had the conversation that we weren't going to do anything like this in 2025. So I didn't want to say anything. She knows Isaac as well, and so Isaac said he was going to be doing another call later that afternoon. So I said, well, is that stuff real? Is that really real? Because I hadn't talked to him since I watched it. So I was going to get on the next call because he said, hey, we're going to do it again at whatever time. I said, okay, I'm going to get on again. I'm going to watch this again. I said, was this stuff real? So I watched it again. And after that, I was like, I don't know. I need to tell my wife. So I'm downstairs in the kitchen and I said, babe, Isaac called me while I was out earlier. She was like, what is he talking about? I'm like, he's got something new. She was like, rolled her eyes. So, and I was like, well, I don't know. I said, I don't know, babe. This is kind of interesting. I said, I don't know. I said, it's a product, kind of gave her a little insight or whatever. Of course, I didn't know everything. I'm just kind of a little bit from what I heard. She said, I don't know. It might be something I want to use because we've been talking about getting healthier. She's been wanting to lose some weight. I've been wanting to trim down as well. She said, I'll try the product, but I don't know if I want to do the business. Like literally, I quote and unquote. Right? I don't want to do the. I'll try the product, but I don't want to do the business or anything. I'm like, well, he's going to do another call. Mind you, guys, this is New Year's Eve. He's done 3 webinars on New Year's Eve. So he said he's doing another one late night tonight. And you can see what I saw. So long story short, she got on and she got like, wow, I didn't know it was like that. I'm like, yeah, I'm telling you, that's what I was saying. And so Isaac called me right after that call. And I said, well, I think we'll get a position, man. And so we signed up. And but I wasn't like sold to like do the business. It wasn't like, oh man, we're gonna do this and make a lot of money. Mainly just we just really realistically, guys, in the beginning, this is all we wanted. This is all. We just wanted the product. That's all we really wanted. And so the next day, Isaac called me. He was telling me everything that was going on with the team and with him. I'm like, wow, I don't know. Maybe we might need to share this. And he said, well, just by chance, this company planned this like months in advance. They were actually having a diamond leadership retreat in Phoenix, Arizona, that same weekend, right? And Isaac lives in Phoenix, Arizona, so he's like, man, just I mean, what are the odds on that? So he's like, I'm going to go up there to the resort, meet some of these key people, man. These like the top earners in the company, and I get a chance, maybe even get some product or whatever, because he literally just joined, right? And of course, we don't have any product. We just seen what we've seen online. And he said the next day on Saturday, they're having like this little mixer slash like opportunity meeting at this little sports bar, not too far from where I live. I'm like, interesting. So we're in Vegas, right? So it's only like 4 hours. It's like a 4 hour drive from here to Phoenix. And we've done that drive before. And I looked at my wife. I'm like, hey, babe, maybe we can go. We don't have anything planned this weekend. So we get in the car Friday and we head up there because what we had been seeing, the more we looked at it, I'm like, I don't know, this might be a big opportunity. So long story short, we get there, spend the night Friday night, get up Saturday morning, go to the restaurant and get a chance to meet some people. And we met some people. And my mind was like, wow, we met people that have been using the product for months, and they're showing me before, and they were look at my picture from like 3 months ago. I'm like, what? I'm like, this is you? I'm like, and then people are talking about, the money that they've been making. And everybody says the same thing. This is the easiest thing I've ever done in terms of like sharing a product and people just want it. I'm like, that's kind of like what happened to me. I'm like, I didn't want to do anything in this industry really right now. And it brought me out of retirement. And people pitch me stuff every day, like literally every day. But right before this call, somebody was pitching me something, right? So I see stuff all the time, but I say no to everything pretty much except for this. And this is the reason why, because it just made sense. So check this out. So I get a chance to meet this young lady. Actually, I spoke with her prior to going to Phoenix, Arizona. Her name is Nikki. She actually saw this opportunity from a Facebook post. Person actually posted on, before and now, hey, I'm losing weight, and here's my before, here's my after, and so she was interested. She, obviously she was wanting to lose some weight and some different things as well, and she thought it was interesting based off of what she said in the post, and so she reached out to her, and through just checking everything out, she was like, is this an opportunity? And the lady was like, yeah, I believe so. But the lady that did the post, she wasn't like doing the business or anything. She mainly got in just to get the product right. But she was a rep, because you get a better deal if you come in as a rep. So she's just using the product. But she said, yeah, I don't really know a lot about the business, but I can put you on the phone with somebody that does. And so she wound up putting her on the phone with an individual named Terry, the guy I was telling you about earlier. But what's interesting, long story short, obviously she got in. And her second month in the business, over $30,000. Second month. Okay. She's made some money in networking before. And she said, hey, this is by far the easiest. We've never made this kind of money in our second month. Never done that before. She even referred another young lady named Haley. Also, Nikki lives in Canada. Haley also lives in Canada. She referred Haley. Haley, she's a former airline pilot, retired from that after the whole COVID stuff. And so she's had very little networking experience. And her second month, well over $30,000. Now, I'm not saying it's just going to happen to you. That's just what happened to them and many others. Okay, that's all I'm saying. So no income claims here, no medical claims here as well. But this is what's happening to people currently right now. So got a chance to meet Nikki. Then I got a chance to meet Terry as well. Saw him in a few videos before we headed out there to Phoenix, and so I got a chance to meet him and talk to him. And he actually was only, again, making about $1,000, a month. That's it. For about 18 months, just hanging out in the company, just making, which is still good money. But he closed out the year last year with over $485,000. And I actually recorded a conversation that we had with him. So we're there in the restaurant. He's talking. Now people are mixing. It was like a mixer, right? So people are just talking and getting to know each other and shaking hands and where are you from? I'm from Las Vegas, blah blah blah. And got a chance to meet him and he were talking and And so he was dropping some knowledge on some stuff. So I pulled out my phone, right, and I hit record. I'm like, hey, you don't mind me record? So I'm just recording, and this is what he said. So I asked him. I said, I heard that you were only. I heard that you were just making a little bit of money, in the beginning. And when Fix launched in April of 2024, just last year, it just took your income to a whole nother level. So I kind of had a question kind of framed like that. This is what he said. Check it out.
In the first 5 months of this year, I made a total of about $5,000 a month. Well, $5,000 total. Finished the year for 185 grand. Wow. Yeah. We now know. I need to know. Hang on. We now live on a fixed income. You see what we did there?
Hey, if you want to get on a fixed income, I'm telling you, this is definitely a great offer, and mainly because you have a product that a lot of people need. You have a product that a lot of people will want to get if you share it with them. Keyword: this isn't a lottery ticket or anything like that. It feels good to, especially for. Let me speak to the entrepreneurs out here really quick. All the online entrepreneurs, just entrepreneurs in general. It feels really good to have a product that has a lot of documentation, that's really helping people, that's really doing what it says it does, that's super easy to consume, to take. It doesn't interfere with anything, unlike a lot of other products, which are fine, but this doesn't interfere. It's not going to change anything. And then have something that when you show it to people, hey, look at this. This is what this does. Whether you're inviting them on a live broadcast like this, or whether you're sending them to a website with the video information, people just want it. They just want it. It's been a long time, well over a decade or so for me, where I've had a product that people just gotta have when you show it to them. I'm trying to think in my mind, when's the last time I've had a product like that? I'm not talking about a product where you got to sell somebody. Like you got to twist their arm and do all kind of acrobats with your speech. I'm just talking about a product that, it sounds weird, but a product that like literally sells itself. You just got to tell people about it. And we've been doing this now for 3 weeks, and that's exactly what this product does. It really creates, it's a very good conversation starter, for one, because people, what's this little blue pack, and it doesn't taste like anything, doesn't smell like anything, just interesting. It's just a very interesting product and tied to an opportunity, guys. And people are making fortunes in this program right now, and it's just getting bigger and bigger. So let me speed this up really quick here. All right. Matter of fact, here's a picture that we took. Here's myself and some of the other men. Here's Isaac. Here's my buddy I've been knowing for 20 plus years that called me up that day, bro, you need to check this out. So I'm forever grateful that he did. And because some things that we were wanting to do, some other goals that we want to achieve for 2025, we're going to be able to hit those a lot faster because of the capital that we can raise because of this opportunity. Not just about the money, but also the impact that we can give to help a lot of people slim down and get healthier. So and it doesn't intrude on anything, because people can do that with anything. I mean, it's all kind. I mean, just go to Walmart, go to CVS, go to any drugstore, go to any other company. A lot of companies out here sell products that allow you to lose weight and do these and do this and do that and everything. But this one is different because it's so simple, and it attacks because it's not about losing weight, it's about losing fat. If you can lose that, not just any kind of fat, the visceral fat, that will actually help eliminate a lot of issues that a lot of people have, because that's like the source of a lot of the issues that creates it, because that even helps to create the subcutaneous fat. So guys, I'm telling you, we've got something, we've got lightning in a bottle here. And we just got to take advantage of it. So that's us. That was later that afternoon. And of course, later that day, we got back in the car about 5 o'clock later that afternoon and came back to Vegas. And we've been sharing it ever since. And that was when we decided, you know what? Yeah, we definitely need to take advantage. Man, I'm glad we did too, because what's been happening over the last, I can't imagine. Man, what if we had said no? I mean, just imagine, what if we would have said, nah, man, I'm good, bro. I'm good. Ooh, I hate to even think about it because, it's been a lot of things have happened in our household. Not just in our household, but in a lot of other people's household. What if we had, I never thought about that. What if we had said no? I'm so glad that we did. Wow. So you will be too once you get started. So now, this is just a snapshot of the compensation plan. It's like a cheat sheet just to kind of give you an idea. Because we have a 2-team system, a left team and a right team, and the amount of people that you'll have on each team, that kind of gives you a rough estimate on how much money you'll be earning monthly with that. This doesn't include the fast starts and this, that, and the other thing, but it kind of gives you an idea of some of the things that you'll be in terms of what you'll be earning once you actually get started. So like at all these different levels right here, if you had 20 on your left, 20 on your right. Now I didn't mean 20 people that you actually got to go get yourself. You can refer one person on your left, one person on your right, and you do all this in your back office. When people go to a link, they'll fall into a holding tank, and then you can place those individuals left or right. And then from there, people tell people that tell people that tell people that tell people that tell people. If you have 20 on your left, 20 on your right, kind of income that you'll be making, so on and so forth, right? And it just keeps on moving. Matter of fact, Terry is a crown. Now, of course, he's been in since pretty much around the beginning. But remember, he wasn't making any major full-time money. That didn't really start for him until last April, May, right? So once people started making the orders and people started getting their product, and then all the testimonials start coming in, then it's just been blowing up ever since. So that's how that works. Make sense? So then you had so he's a crown, over 140,000, definitely well over 6 figures, maybe almost 200,000, because that figure's been like that ever since we got started. So I'm sure that 30-40 is probably now, with everything that's going on. I mean, I'm just speculating here. I'm thinking 50-60 a month. I mean, not a month, 50-60 a week now. I'm assuming, but just because of all the sheer growth of what's going on just around the company right now. And then, of course, actually, Nikki just hit Royal Diamond. She's the first Canadian to actually hit Royal Diamond. So it's 50 to 60,000, a month right now. And I know Haley, one of her referrals. The reason I'm talking about them because I met them and I know them. I didn't get a chance to meet Haley. She didn't come to Arizona, but I've spoken with her on the phone. And so Haley just hit Blue Diamond here this past week. So it's 25 to 30 grand, monthly residual income, and so on and so forth. And this is just a rough estimate. These are kind of conservative numbers as well, just so you know. But when the interesting thing, when we're in Arizona, I'm talking to all these people, right? It might have been, I don't know, maybe 60 people there. It was a leadership retreat. So, and when I was talking to Terry, he said, he was like, when we were there, and I was like, how many people are in the company? He said, well, we had, right before Fix launched, we had about 5,000 people in the company that were reps in the company. And that's over 18 months. So it wasn't like, we just had 5,000. That was over 18 months. Now, for those that know, that's nothing in a network marketing company. I mean, you're like in infant phase. I mean, that's nothing, right? Because a lot of people, a lot of leads have 5,000 just in their organization in a lot of companies, right? So 5,000 total. He said it was like right about 5,000 people that were in the company. Fix launched in April of 2024. We closed out December 2024. Now we got over 40,000 reps in the company, all because of Fix. All that has happened for the company and for a lot of the things that people that are sharing their income testimonies and their experiences with the product. It all happened because of the product. Without the product, I don't even know if all this would have had happened. And I was like, wow. I'm like, okay, so even with 40,000, that's still an infant stage. So I'm like, hey, and a lot of that was in different parts of the world, Australia, Europe. Even though the company's based here in the United States, a lot of that massive growth pretty much initiated in different parts of the world. And what's interesting now is we are a part of the fastest growing team in the country right now. And it's really interesting. And it's all because of timing, because now Americans are finding out about this, and even other places around the globe. So it's not just about the U.S., but people just in general are finding out about it. So timing is everything here, and that's why we're so excited about it. So this is how much it costs to actually get fixed, if you will. Okay, a lot of companies charge a lot more, or whatever. But hey, check this out: $199 and plus tax, shipping comes out to like $240 here in the U.S. There's some different prices, a little bit less, a little bit more, depending on the country, right? Because it's all the values of money is different in different countries, right? So it kind of varies. But here in the U.S., it's a total about $240. That includes your shipping, taxes, and of course your $29.95 annual membership fee. So it's going to come out to like $240. Now, what you're going to get 87 servings. So you're going to get 3 bottles and 12 snaps. Okay, each bottle is like 25 servings. So if you add 25, 50, 75 plus 12, it's 87 servings. Okay, makes sense. And of course, you're going to get access to purchase other products, even more inside the back office at wholesale. Potential to earn, weekly and monthly commissions. Lock in your spot for team commissions and spillover. Keyword again. You can get a lot of spillover here with this compensation plan. Now is the time. I'm just telling you. And I got a little slide. I'm going to show you here in just a moment. Access to our team training group, which is a bonus. We have our own team training group. I'll call Fix Your Future, which you'll see here in a second. The company has training conference calls, webinars, videos, etc. All kinds of cool stuff that the company provides from the corporate level. And then, of course, we have some additional bonuses, access to our team marketing system. I told you that's what we do. We make systems. We make funnels, pages, videos, all kinds of tools to help people to really capitalize on this opportunity online. So we got a lot of things that we provide as well. The company has some things available too, but we also have, that's what we've always done in everything that we've ever promoted. And then, of course, there's replicated websites that the company provides as well. So you get all this, and you have the ability to have something that nobody else has, because we have a patent on the process that creates Fix. So nobody in the industry has this. Let me repeat it. Nobody has this. We're the only ones with this. Okay. Well, they got you don't have this. You don't have a mature hops extract, compound, if you will, ingredient. What this product actually does. It's scientific, it's proven, and it works. And there's hundreds, if not thousands, of testimonials already online. Okay, so hey, it's not new. It's just kind of new to us, if that makes sense, right? So we're now just finding out about it, but it's not new. It's just new to us. But we're letting the world know about it, and it's moving like crazy. So again, we have our own team marketing system that you'll get access to as well. Some of you might be watching this video on one of our webinar pages, one of our marketing pages, or whatever, because we have our own tools and resources and everything. So you can utilize a lot of things that we create to help you to, spread the word. You don't have to sell anything here. You just share it. We got websites, pages, webinars like this. We got all kinds of things that you can use. Matter of fact, I'm actually doing a blitz. I'm actually going to do another, live broadcast just like this a little bit later on today as well. So, and of course, my partner, Isaac, he's doing a lot of them as well. So there's a lot going on in this program, in this opportunity. So, and of course, you'll also get access to our Fix Your Future support community, which is powerful. This is where we share a lot of our resources, tools, training, everything. This is our group, right? This is our team group that you're going to get access to. It's not a Facebook group. It's outside of Facebook. But you'll get access to it for free. And we're going to help you. You'll get a chance to meet a lot of our other team members and everything. And we got a lot of people killing it. I mean, we got people crushing it. Man, it feels so good. Guys, let me tell you something. I've been a lot of different things, and a sign where, me and my wife, we've learned some things. We've developed a set of skills over the years, right? So we can pretty much make money in anything. It really doesn't matter what it is. That's why I'm so picky. I'm like, I don't have to do anything. I know we can do whatever. And it just, I'm not trying to brag or anything. It just, we've learned some things, right? But what we didn't want to do, which is one reason why we weren't doing anything in the last couple of years, is because I didn't really see anything that would be, that could really duplicate. And here it's duplicating. We have people winning on our, in our group, right? People are making money. So I'm like, this is what I'm talking about. We got people moving faster than we're moving. Why is that? How's that even possible? We have people that have never made any money, people that have never really done anything in anything that they've ever been a part of, really, and now they're having success. Why is that? Because we got a viral product that works. They don't have to throw up on people with all kinds of information. All you got to do is just show them the information. Add, invite them to a webinar, invite them to take a look at a website with a video on it, and people just get it. A lot of people just get it. Not everybody, but a lot of people do get it. They see it and they're like, that makes sense. That's what we got here, and that's why I'm super excited about it. Because, man, I love when people are winning. That's when you know you got a winner, when your people are winning, right? And that's why I'm really super fired up about this. Now, timing is everything, though. Here, timing is everything. Okay. Now, every industry has phases of growth. Every industry. Most companies will start here, some new company, right, and they'll kind of go through some phases, and they'll eventually have a little momentum eventually, and then of course it'll stable off. And that's pretty much in any business, any corporation, any company that you know of, right? Now they give these phases certain names. That in the beginning, like you take MPG, Marketplace Global, the company that creates Fix. They started 2022, but remember they got like over 20 years behind them in terms of packaging products, manufacturing products for other companies in the network marketing space. But the network marketing division launched in 2022. So they had to formulate some things, obviously change some things, because they just been more of a distributor, or not distributor, but a manufacturer before all that. So they had to formulate some things, and eventually they fell into the concentration phase. Basically what that means is they're shipping product, right? People are using the product. They're getting testimonials. People are coming into the business. People are making money. People are ranking up. They got systems in place and websites and back office information. And, everything is there. They can concentrate on building the business now. Make sense? So a lot of businesses will go into what's called the concentration phase, right? Then eventually, if they're lucky, they'll go into the momentum phase, right? If there's a lot of things going on here in this phase, it can propel them into the momentum phase where a lot of wealth is created, and then eventually it'll stable off. Okay, and eventually it'll stable off. Now, this little portion right here is the massive growth phase. This time frame is usually about 18 to 24 months. So usually about a year and a half to 2 years, that massive growth will happen, and where it's just going to be hyper growth tied to hyper commissions, hyper numbers of people coming into the company, right? A lot of people just creating a lot of wealth, a lot of stories, a lot of testimonials. This is the time where you're going to see a lot of that wealth coming into play. Okay. Now, the Fix product launched last year, April 2024, when it launched, right? So, which is probably right around in here, I would say. So since then, you can see it's been a trend going up. Right now, we're pretty much about right there in that little spot there. But we got a big event coming up in Las Vegas on April 11th through the 13th of 2025. Coming up here in Las Vegas, here in just a few months or so, right? At the Rio Casino Resort. We got everybody from around the globe. We're all going to come together. It's going to be a lot of people, right? Because remember, this is a global opportunity. So we're all going to come together in April. They got some other products they're going to be talking about. Obviously going to be talking about, Fix. It's going to be some recognition, all, the typical, but it's going to be fun, right? It's going to be exciting. Now, check this out. Now watch this. So here we are right here. Okay. We're like right here and we're on fire. We are on fire right now. I mean, things are moving in this opportunity right now. But when we come out of that event in April, it's going to propel us into this massive growth phase. Everybody getting in right now, especially before the event and even after, definitely going to really get an opportunity to experience this for the very first time, to be in the momentum phase of an opportunity. And because I'm seeing it right now, I've seen this before. Quick story. There was another opportunity I was a part of years ago. We got in, really wasn't in our wheelhouse. It's a health and wellness product. And we tripped over 6 figures in that opportunity. And let me say, here's the reason why. But a lot of other people made a whole lot more money than we did, right? So I'm not saying that to impress you or anything. Anybody could have made money in that program at that time, right? I'm I'm serious. I'm not kidding. Anybody. And a lot of people did. The reason why, because of the momentum of it, had a lot of momentum, right? It was during the beginning of it, right? We didn't really take it serious, and we still made about 6 figures in that company, right? And we really didn't take it serious. Like, I remember we were at a meeting one time, and the guy stood up and we were kind of helping with the meeting. They came to Vegas, and we kind of helped them with a meeting because we're local here. And I remember him standing up and saying, "Hey, yeah, I want to, congratulate Steve and Lanacia, blah, 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 blah. And, man, if they took this thing serious, they can really take this thing to another level." He said that in front of a crowd because they knew that, because we're doing other things. We got other things going on. We just kind of doing this little old thing over here. And but you know what? Some personal friends of mine in that opportunity wind up making millions of dollars. I am not kidding. Millions of dollars, multiple millions of dollars. We made 6 figures. We made about almost $100,000, and we weren't even trying to. And others that were really serious about it made multiple millions of dollars. Some of them still are, still making a lot of money in that program. This time, we're not going to miss it. We're taking this thing to a whole nother level. We're super serious. We're super, focused on it. We are all in on this opportunity, and we're just looking for people to come with us. Someone invited you here to take a look at this information. I hope you take it serious because I already see what's happening. I've been here before. It's the same old signs that this is going to be a huge thing because people are already making money. I'm not talking about that, everything is already available. This isn't a pre-launch. It's already here. It's already happening as we speak. But timing is everything. You just have to take advantage of the time when it appears. Now is the time, really quick here. We even have Zooms every day. Matter of fact, here's my buddy Isaac. He's doing a Zoom right after this call. Right after I get off, he's doing another Zoom. So we're doing like back-to-back Zooms all day today, right? So, guys, this thing is super serious. There's a lot of scientists that are and people that are really sold into the Fix product, man. This is Dr. Joseph Aarons. You can Google him as well. He's twice nominated for a Nobel Prize. So he's a pretty big deal. This ain't just some guy. This is a serious, type of individual. I don't have time to read all this because we're going to wrap this up. He says the novelty of the hops flower is that it is easy to consume. You can add it into any beverage, right? And he even said here, a 12-month week study showed up to 100% greater fat loss for adults, including hops flower in their diet compared to the control group. So, guys, this works. It works. It's simple to use. And, of course, is there a demand for it? Absolutely, there's a demand for it. I mean, Ozempic proved that. People want to look better, lose weight, and trim those inches, and they don't have to work for it. And there's certain different habits, I won't say habits. There's certain situations where people need to take Ozempic, right? It was really made for people that were on diabetes to help curb appetite and all that stuff. But I get it. It works. Why is it so popular? Because it works. It works. That's why it's popular. That's why this is popular. Why? Because it works. That's why. And it's simple to use. But even despite this right here, people, hey, I don't care about the side effects, doc. Just stick me. I got to get in these genes. You don't understand, right? So people aren't concerned with all the side effects, right? Some get them, some don't, right? But it's still a risk because it's a synthetic compound. Makes sense going into your body. So, a lot of side effects a lot of people talk about. I mean, just Google it, look on YouTube, you'll see what I'm talking about. These GLP-1s, right? Now, great thing is Fix has no side effects. The only side effect, I guess, would be you can trim some inches. You can get some better sleep. That's one side effect of it, man. I've been getting the best sleep that I've had in years. I mean, seriously. That was actually one of originally years ago, decades ago, when they first discovered this ingredient. That was really what it was prescribed for. Is for better sleep, depression, stuff like that. And then, of course, they discovered through trials and all the clinical trials and everything that this ingredient has had over the decades is that they discovered that it was burning visceral fat from a lot of the people that were going through these trials. And boom, it just, how a lot of different things, you discover new things when a lot of people are using it. And that's one of the biggest benefits of using the MHE3 ingredient here in Fix is because where mature hops extract is because it burns visceral fat, and there's a lot of other benefits that it provides as well. So a lot of good stuff there, guys. Again, it's easy to consume. Just put it into any drink. Fix your health and your cash flow. Get started today. So that's my time, guys. I'm going to wrap it up. What you're going to need to do, get back with the person that invited you here. And you might even be watching this on one of our webinar pages or whatever. If you're on one of our custom ones from one of the whoever invited you, you should see their information right below. If you're just on one of the generic pages, just get back with the person that invited you, and they'll show you how you can actually get fixed today, how you can get fixed, and we'll go from there. So with that said, guys, I'm going to actually do another call later today. Let's see here, later today which is going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern later this afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern. So for those that are getting in, congratulations in advance. What you can do, you can get started, get plugged in, and guess what? Get some other guests on the next call. We got videos and websites and funnels and all kinds of cool stuff that you'll get plugged into as well, because our team provides all these additional tools for our team for free, and you'll get access to that. So just get back with the person who invited you. And with that said, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.